Costello, we finish with the drive in about an hour. You want to help us tear up the town tonight?
I told you, I cut that stuff out.
Does the old man know his daughter's making such a good boy out of you?
Ah, shut up.
Oh, the princess really has the ring in your nose. Why don't you cut it out? You're getting nowhere. Why don't you be one of the boys again?
I told you, shut up.
If you think the old man's ever going to buy your kind, you're crazy. Oh!
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. Just short of 100 years ago, Colonel Charles Goodnight, the first settler and first cattleman in the Texas Panhandle, blazed the famous Goodnight loving trail from a million-acre ranch in Comanche country to the Longhorn loading pens at Dodge City, Kansas, and started a chapter in the dramatic history of the wild old West, which is proved by this story. We call it See the Elephant and Hear the Owl.
$23,000.
Oh, Julie, this is crazy.
Crazy?
Us like this in plain sight of your father.
Oh, all he can see is $100 bills.
I'd like to see a few of those myself.
You will.
And it's a pleasure to do business with you.
You made a good deal.
I think so. Goodbye.
Goodbye. All right, boys, line up, get your pay.
Yes, sir, Colonel. Here,
Oh, Julie, I've been thinking and thinking.
About what?
About us.
What about us?
It'll never work, Julie. There's too much against us. Altogether too much.
Oh, Jack, that'll change.
He may. But you won't.
I don't understand.
We live in different worlds. You've had money all your life. Education. Breeding. Servant. You've lived in big
Oh,
houses.
but none of that matters.
It does matter.
I love you.
It does matter, Julie. You've never lived my kind of life. And heaven help me, that's the only kind of life I can offer.
But I'm sure I could live
Look,
any...
I'm sure of who you are and what I am and all I am.
There you are, my boy.
Now I better get in line before he calls my name and wonders where I'm at.
Jack, we made each other a promise.
Yes, and we both know we're fooling ourselves. Julie, as far as your father's concerned, I'll just be a saddle tramp the rest of my life. The colonel had enough money to buy the rest of Texas before we even started the drive. And now he's probably 20,000 richer now that he's sold this year's cattle crop. What I've got coming, all together, I could probably buy me a couple of flea-bit dogies with nothing left to feed 'em on.
Or you could spend it in Dodge City, seeing the elephant, hearing the owl, and end up in the gutter. Or in jail.
I made you a promise. I'll never do that again. Never, as long as I live.
Then what are we arguing about?
Oh, I love you so much, Julie.
Julie, since when have you been sneaking off, sparking with a saddle tramp?
Colonel, you've got no call to talk like that.
You might like to know we're engaged.
Marry the boss's daughter and his money, huh?
Colonel, I love your daughter.
You believe that, Julie?
Yes, I do, and you're not going to stop us.
That's every dime you'll ever get out of me, cowboy. Now you pick it up, get back on your horse, and go back where you belong. You heard me. Move!
It's no use. He's holding all the cards. I can't fight him.
You bet you can't. I just as soon kill you as look at you. And so help me, if I ever catch you anywhere near her again, I'll do it. Now you get. The next time I won't miss.
I told you it'd never work out. Goodbye, Julie.
Julie? Hold on, boys. Hold on.
Now, we ain't done nothing that's any of your pudding, Marshal. Not yet, anyhow.
First time up from Texas?
First and last, and what about it?
Just wanted to make sure you knew the local rules, that's all.
But we ain't got time right now to listen to any of them.
You listen. You'll listen real good. Or you'll ride out of here faster than you rode in. Now, how drunk you get while your money holds out is your hard luck. But how you behave while you're doing it is my department. We got a nice big jail.
What kind of a trail town you trying to run?
Well, I'd say it'd be kind of tough on troublesome trail hands to just leave your artillery on your saddles. It'll be there in my office when you ride out. I'd suggest a good time would be between now and tomorrow at sundown.
Oh, you're real tough, Marshal.
Just tired. And I'm getting tireder listening to you. Who'd you make the drive with, cowboy?
I forget.
Well, I kind of worry when I see a loner on the prowl.
Is there any law against a man who's got a thirst?
No, there isn't. But there is against his bellying up to the bar with that hardware hanging on him, so I'll keep it for you just in case.
Whiskey.
Hey, put this back in your pocket or it won't last long enough to get you drunk.
Out!
Well, look what the cat drug in. I thought he swore off on whiskey. Yeah. And cards and women and cussing and all the other bad habits us common cow folks don't know better than.
You think maybe the colonel caught on to what he was up to and run him off into property?
way to find out is to go ask. Jack, how you doing?
I'm doing fine.
You know, they say it's not healthy for a man to drink alone.
By your own poison.
Yeah, here now. Just because you didn't fool the colonel like you thought you would.
Skaggs.
Now, you ain't allowed to get into fights. I heard Miss Princess Julie tell you so. And she's the boss. Except when the old man takes charge. But you had your fun while it lasted, didn't you, Jack? I'm gonna mark you. I'm gonna put my brand on you.
Oh! Get out of here, cowboy. Nothing good's gonna come out of this. Through the arch.
All right, boy. Where's the other one? Well, just saves the taxpayers another trail tramp's board and room. Come on, let's go.
Well, I tell you what, friend. I don't think you got anything, so I'm gonna raise you.
Well, I'll see that and raise you another 5.
You trying to bluff me or something? Here, I'm gonna call you 5. I tell you, I'll be merciful to you. I'll just call you. What you got?
Throw your money up there, boy.
It's there.
There you go.
That ain't nothing. Here. All right, gentlemen. Read 'em and weep. What do you want, cowboy?
So that depends on what you got for sale.
I don't sell anything, cowboy. I'm Santa Claus. I just go around giving people money.
I know. I saw you doing it. Out at Colonel Stedman's trail camp.
You one of his hired hands, huh?
No, not anymore, I'm not.
You gonna deal those cards, you're gonna shuffle them to death.
You in a hurry to bleed some more, aren't you? You know how much I give your ex-boss for his longhorns?
No.
$23,465. Cash. That's a lot of money, cowboy.
Sure is.
But I'm getting it back a little at a time.
You want a deal?
I think our young friend here wants me to deal him in. Is that right, cowboy? Yeah, give me them cards. There you are. Put some in the middle there. All contributions gratefully accepted. Yeah, you might as well get your money's worth while you're mixing in high society.
It's very generous of you.
You gonna take a look at them cards? Well, what you got, cowboy? You're not afraid, are you, cowboy? Well, go ahead and bet.
Come on, boy, wake up. Wake up, son. Come on, you're still alive. Wake up. Well, you hold on to that head real tight, maybe it won't fall off. If you feel like taking some nourishment, it's free. The coffee's terrible, but the eggs are worse.
What all did I do?
Well, I guess just about the same as usual.
Marshal, how long am I in for?
Well, that depends on when and how you can pay for the damage.
For what?
Oh, think hard. You'll remember a few little things like busting up the trail herder's rest.
You know, the last thing I remember, I was sitting in a poker game with Sam Flint, the cattle buyer.
Boy, I could think of easier ways of going broke than that.
Yeah. So could I. So could I.
Well, look, Cowboy. You know, I know a lot of bosses that come in and pay the damages, so if you want me, I'll try and get...
No. One thing I don't need right now, it's Colonel Stedman.
Ooh, Stedman, huh? Well, son, you just better settle down and relax, because you're going to be here for quite a spell.
Ah? You know him, do you?
Yeah, I know. Known him for a long time. I know him. And what he is. Cowboy, you got a visit.
Marshal, do I have...
Yes, you have to, but just for a moment. Don't bother, Marshal. I can see him plain enough from here.
Well, I guess it's safe enough to leave you two together.
Well, what did you come here for?
I followed you. I ran away.
Oh. Now, why did you do that?
Because I loved you.
Oh, Julie.
You conceited... Oh, you made such a fool of me. Father was right about you. I'm such a fool.
Julie, I did the best I could.
Oh, yes. The best you know how, just so long as all it took was conversation.
I meant every word I ever said to you.
You couldn't change. You can't. You wouldn't if you could.
All right. All right, Julie. Like I said before, it was never meant to be for us. Just be glad you found it out in time.
In time? In time to be reminded I fell in love with a trail tramp? No, thank you, sir. I'm going back east where I have friends, and I'm going to stay there.
Julie, you can't do that.
Oh, I can't? Who's going to stop me?
Julie. Julie! Marshal! Hey, Marshal, let me out of here.
Hey, Cowboy, you tear down this jail, it's going to be on your bill. Is that him?
Your name's Costello, Jack Costello?
It was the last I knew. Hey, Marshal, let me out of here.
He's the one. Give it to him. Well, let's see. The way I figure he owes me damages, I'll sell for $100. Whiskey and champagne for the girls, make it another $75.
Yeah, and then disturbing the peace and costs, I'd say around $250 all told, which is pretty cheap for all the fun you had.
What fun? Who had? What are you two talking about?
You, Costello.
Well, don't you remember, Cowboy? You give me that to hold for you in case you overdrank your capacity, which you did.
Go on, read it.
Oh, no. No. It can't be. Hit me with something, Marshal. I must be dreaming.
No, Cowboy, you're awake. Say, don't you want to get out of here?
I do.
Hey, Judy! Judy, wait!
Let go of me. Let go.
I will in a minute, if you still want me to. But answer me one question first.
How did you get out of jail?
Never mind about that. Do you love me?
No, I don't.
I never called a lady a liar before.
How dare you call me a liar?
And don't you dare lie to me.
Why, you good for nothing.
Hey, Cowboy, you're holding up the United States mail. You know that, don't you? First time I lost a passenger that way.
Never mind. We'll have our honeymoon on the railroad train.
I wouldn't marry you.
You'll marry me.
Jack.
I warned you. I warned both of you.
Now, wait a minute, Colonel. There's something you ought to know.
I know all about you, trail tramp.
Why, quit being one of them.
Move away from him, Julie.
Colonel, you got no call to shoot me.
He's not going to shoot anybody. At least not today. Colonel, you're off your reservation. I suggest you get back on it.
This is a family matter, Bannerman. None of your affair.
When there's killing, it is. Because I have to hang the killer, and I don't like hanging.
This trail tramp ran away with my daughter.
Now, the way it looked to me, she was running after him.
Now, look at here, Marshal.
You look here. You dropped this in the rush.
And so I did. Thank you, Marshal. Have a look at that, Colonel.
Why, that's the bill of sale I gave Sam Flint when he bought my herd.
That's right. And you'll notice the herd's been signed over to a new owner. A fellow named Jack Costello. That's me.
What on earth?
Didn't you tell the lady?
I didn't get around to it. Anyhow, I wouldn't want a wife that'd marry me for my money.
Now, what in the world have you...
Well, I'll tell you. Mr. Flint was dealing the cards, and I drew 4 beautiful ladies, and they all looked like you. And we went on from there, and I beat Mr. Flint down to nickel number 1. And then Mr. Flint put up the bill of sale. And your future husband, being too full of firewater to have good sense, met the bet on a bobtail flush jack high and drew another beautiful lady.
Well, that kind of changes the picture, doesn't it, Mr. Stedman?
Well, I must say,
Don't say anything until you can say it all and mean it.
Now, listen, Julie. This doesn't change anything. I'm still your father, and I'd still say...
Now, wait a minute. I think I should say something.
What?
Well, I've been around this town for a long time. Long enough to remember when you were just a wild trail hand. And I remember the night when all that changed.
Now, wait a minute.
That was the night that you came in off a trail drive, got a load under your belt, and played your poke against winning the herd that you just brought in. Remember?
Why, Dad, is that true?
That was a long time ago. Man forgets. I guess what I should have said is that I would like to help you and Jack here find a new cattle buyer. Maybe get you a better price for your herd.
Thank you, Dad. But we won't need any help. Will we?
That we won't.
That is, if you've seen enough elephants and heard enough owls.
The famed Western authority, Paul Wellman, once put it this way. The truest tales about the Old West are the ones you can't quite nail down to name and date and place. The people they were about became too important to care to be reminded of how they got their start. So they covered up the embarrassing facts as rapidly and completely as possible. But certain legends refuse to die. And the reason is that once upon a time, they were true. And so it was with Julie and Jack Costello.
Okay, you all pay attention a second. Now, you all know what's been happening to our canal. Now, you've seen it happen before, and most of you have been down to see what shape it is in now.
It sure is a mess.
That's silting up all right, just like it did last year.
It sure is. Something ought to be done about it before it stops running altogether.
Yeah, we ought to clean it up, but, well, I got to get back to livery.
Me too. Joe Summers bringing his mare in for a show, and I've got to get over there.
Well, now, wait a minute. Hold everything. Where do you think you're going?
Now, just a minute. Who's going to get this job done? Well, look, that Asequia is the only water supply this town has. You know we got to keep it running. But you're all too busy this time, is that it?
Well, sure, more ranchers moving in around here all the time. They come into town, we got to be here. We got businesses to tend to.
Oh, what about the town? How are we going to stay alive without water? Now, look, we're going to be big. This is going to be a city. The biggest in 1,000 miles. I know it. But we've got to work at it.
Oh, come on, Dow. Now, we've heard all your big ideas before. What city? Well, we got a one-street town, a saloon, and a couple of adobe shacks. Instead of a newspaper, we got a tree. Instead of a fire department, we got a water bucket. And that's full of holes. We don't even have a mayor.
Well, that's it, Hubbard. Let's have us a mayor. And then he can organize the whole thing.
How about Ben?
Ben for mayor. What do you say?
Now, wait a minute.
Okay, Ben, you're it. And the problem's yours. Now, I got to get back to my livery stable.
Yeah,
Congratulations, Ben. You're the town's first mayor.
Thank you, Jack.
Death Valley Days.
Howdy, folks. I'm the old ranger. Hundreds of small towns were started in those early days of the West. Some sprang up near a mining strike, some began as stagecoach stops, and some built up around Crossroads Saloon. Now, many of these towns lost their reason for existence and are just memories now. Those lucky enough to have among their citizens a man like Ben Dow, a man of vision and determination, usually grew up and prospered. But it wasn't easy, even for someone like Ben, as he learned on the streets of El Paso.
Good morning, Dan. Good morning, Dan.
Oh, morning.
You're not very talkative, are you?
I'm kind of busy.
Oh.
Hey, you didn't hear?
Hear what?
They elected me mayor.
Elected you mayor?
About an hour ago. Unanimously.
Ben, how wonderful. First mayor of El Paso. Oh, well, I always knew it would happen. And to think the whole town had such faith in you, Ben.
Well, I don't think that...
Now, this will be the beginning of everything. All your dreams about building a new city can come true.
Well, I don't think that's why they elected me mayor.
What?
No, they didn't want to dig out the canal, so they handed it over to me by making me mayor.
Oh.
Oh, it's all right. It's all right, Nancy. They elected me mayor. That's what I'll be. And this is the way I'll start.
What is it?
It's a proclamation. My first proclamation as mayor.
Ben, I don't think the people are going to like this.
They're going to have to like it. I'm the mayor.
Well, they ain't gonna like that. Well, I see George and Hilda are inviting everybody to Maggie's wedding, huh? You going, Ben?
I imagine so.
Proclamation. I, Ben Dial, duly elected mayor of this city to taxes?
Well, what do you expect me to do? Dig out that canal by myself? Well, we got to raise some money somehow, and this is the legal and proper way to do it.
People ain't gonna like that, Ben. In fact, I'll bet you a new hat you don't collect $5.
Carmody, you've got yourself a bet. So, you see, Charlie, we're charging everybody a tax. All the big cities do it.
They do?
Oh, yes.
Well, the trouble is, my two youngest are ailing, and young Charlie fell out of a tree and busted his arm, and, well, Jane is expecting again. And
Charlie...
But the fact is, Ben, with all these doctoring bills, I just...
No, I understand, Charlie. Look, here, take this. Maybe this will help out for a while. And when you get a chance, will you pay the tax bill?
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you what, Ben. When they pay, I'll pay.
Doggone it, Marie, that's what everybody says. Now, how are we going to get along without water?
Oh, well, I don't have to worry about that. Would you like a drink?
No. No, thanks, Marie.
How's the mayoring business, Dow? I haven't been outside this afternoon to look. Are we a big city yet?
Well, you will be. With no thanks to some cheap chiselers around here that I know.
Well, we're all counting on you, Ben. Don't let us down.
It's not top quality. Of course, I expected that. It fits, more or less. I suppose that's all I could hope for from you.
Harmony, you wouldn't know quality if it came up and kicked you.
Hey, Ben.
Ben, I was so sorry to hear about it. You didn't collect a cent, did you?
Nope. That's a downright shame the way they treated you, Ben. If I had any property, I'd pay my taxes. If I had any money.
Poor Ben. Well, this will make you feel better. Mince pie.
What are you two talking about? You know, I feel fine.
Look what this idiot's gone and done now.
City Ordinance Number 1. From this date henceforth, it will be illegal for any citizen of El Paso to bathe, swim, or cavort in any way in the canal. Ben Dower, Mayor. Ben, you know the people always...
That's what I'm hoping for. The more we catch, the more we collect. That should bring in plenty of money. And we'll get that ditch dug out.
You out of your mind, Ben Dow. If I want to swim in that canal, I'll do it.
You do, and you'll pay for it when our town marshal catches you.
What town marshal? Who's you going to talk into that job?
But, Jack, I've been giving that a lot of thought. I think I found the right man. You.
Me? Why, Ben, the way you're running this town, that'd get me killed.
Jack, you know I wouldn't do anything to hurt you. Besides, what's more important? You or El Paso?
And listen to this one. It shall be illegal for any man, woman, or child to speak loudly or unkindly toward his or her neighbors. Oh, that's nothing. This is my favorite. It shall be illegal for any male or female citizen of El Paso to steal any of his or her neighbor's property without the consent of his or her neighbor.
You can go ahead and laugh, but you're going to find out there are a lot of people willing to pay their fine and own up to it once they've broken the law.
That's right, Mayor. I just collected some fines.
You did? Hand them over. It's an historic occasion, boys. The beginning of the city treasury. $3.
I fined a stranger $1 for carrying a gun. He didn't have sense enough to hide it. And then I fined Joe Stanton 6 bits for pitching pennies behind Carmody's livery stable. And then I fined the guy.
Congratulations, Mayor. At the rate you're collecting fines, you'll have that canal dug in an easy 5 years.
Don't you let them bother you, Ben. Here, I've got something for you. That money you loaned me the other day.
Thanks, Charlie, but where did you get all that money?
Oh, I just had a little run of luck over at Marie's place.
Poker?
Yeah.
Come on, Marshal. Let's go catch him in the act, huh?
Better put the money away, boys. The government's coming up the street.
Marshal, arrest these men.
On what charge, Mayor? Or have you got a new law saying you can't play for matches now?
Come on, Jack. I'll buy you a drink. I think I could use one.
Boys, he's got to be the most discouraged man in West Texas. I bet Dow'll do anything to raise that money. Maybe we can cash in on this.
How things going, Ben?
Not too good.
You think you're ever going to get that canal cleaned out?
I don't know, Marie. I'm beginning to wonder.
Marie, come on over here. We got an idea to make some money.
Well, I'm all for that.
But we gotta act fast before Dowell becomes too discouraged and gives up being mayor.
Wait a minute. Why are you inviting me in?
Well, you're making our investment in this place pay off, so we figured we owe you a favor. Besides, Ben won't have anything to do with any of us. But you can make a deal with him.
What kind of deal?
Just about the slickest idea you ever heard. All we're gonna do is...
Feeling low?
Oh. Howdy, Marie. Yeah. It gets pretty discouraging to have one simple dream and then find out it's hopeless. Oh, would you like some coffee?
Oh, no. Maybe it's not hopeless, Ben.
Well, I know this can be a great city, but nobody's even willing to try. How are we going to even get railroads to come through here or anything else if we can't even supply our own water?
How much do you need, Ben?
$200. I know it doesn't sound like much, but nobody in this town has any cash.
I have. I'll give the town $200. Well, I think the town ought to grow, too.
Marie, that's...
It's strictly a business deal, Ben. I want something in exchange.
In exchange? The town doesn't own anything. I mean, no city hall, no schools, no jail. The only thing El Paso's got is a street it's built on.
That'll do.
What'll do?
The street, I'll take that.
Marie, have you been drinking your own liquor? No, wait a minute. Isn't there some other way?
You said it yourself, Ben. El Paso hasn't got anything else.
How can I...
I don't know. You're the mayor, Ben. I mean, I thought you wanted to do something. Unless all that talk about El Paso being such a great city was just talk.
Well, what could you possibly do with it? Oh, yes. Well, in other words, when all those highfalutin ladies come riding into town with their noses up in the air, why, you could say they're riding on your street, I can see how that could give you a great deal of satisfaction. I sure don't see any harm in it. And I could get things started. Marie, you got yourself a deal. Come on, we'll draw up a deal.
All right, I'm coming.
Give him a chance to wake up, will you? Say. Charlie, what?
Ben, what's going on?
What do you mean, what's going on?
What are they doing?
Whoa, what?
Come on here. Come on.
You don't have to drag me, Pete.
Look at that. They're charging everybody to come into town. They call it a toll.
A toll?
Yes.
Oh, that woman.
I estimate another 5 minutes.
Your watch must be slow. Here he comes now.
Now, listen here, Marie. You can't do this.
Oh, yes, she can, Mayor.
Albert, would you mind going someplace else? I have some business to talk over with Marie.
Well, I assume you want to talk about the town streets, which we own.
You?
Marie and me. And a couple of others formed a little real estate syndicate.
Now, Ben, I told you it was strictly a business deal.
Now, what was it you wanted to talk about, Mayor?
You know darn well you can't charge admission for people to come into this town.
According to this deed that you wrote, it says we can do anything we want with those streets.
Ben, I want you to know I was not in favor of charging that toll, but the rest of the syndicate voted me down. Personally, I wanted to plow up the street and plant a little garden out there.
That's for you, Ben. You know, you bachelors never get the right kind of food. Eating all that chili and tamales.
Hold it. What is this all about? Wait a minute. Hold it. Quiet down.
I tried to stop them, Ben, but they won't listen to me.
Yeah, well, I suppose you're all here because of the fences, huh?
Yeah. Darn right it is. What are you trying to do? Ruin us, Ben? Them ranchers come into town for supplies, they gotta pay a toll. Well, they ain't gonna do it.
I know. I tell you, I'm working on it.
Well, you've got to work harder, Ben. Things can't go on this way.
Now, listen here, all of you. You elected me mayor to fix up the canal and make something out of this town. But then none of you lifted a hand to help. Well, I did the only thing I could.
Well, you done the wrong thing. And we're here to tell you that if it ain't undone right away, well, there's gonna be a little tar and feather party going on. Yeah. And guess who's gonna be the guest of honor?
I tell you, I'm working on it. Everything's gonna be fine tomorrow.
All right, now you heard him. Now go on home. Well, it's not what it is. Ben, have you really got something figured out?
Oh, yeah, Jack. Depend on me. Everything's gonna be fine.
Okay. Well, good night, Ben.
I told you not to worry, Ben. I knew you'd think of something.
Yep. I'm gonna take care of it right now, too.
What are you going to do?
I'll pack up and leave town.
But you can't.
Nancy, you once said I was a smart man. Well, a smart man knows when to quit. It's not just the tars and feathers. I'm thinking Carmody's going to work him up into a lynch party.
But what about all the wonderful things you were going to do? The city you were going to build.
Well, I can't do it if I'm dangling from a tree.
You know, it took a woman's tricky maneuvering to put this over on you. What you need is the same sneaky, conniving logic on your side.
What do you mean, sneaky conniving?
Another woman.
Another woman?
Me.
Nancy, I don't...
You will.
All right, wait a minute. Now, what is going on?
Well, haven't you noticed anything strange this morning?
No,
Where are all the customers?
it is early.
It's not that early.
Where is everybody?
Here, I'll show you.
But who?
Ben Dowell. Who else? Morning, Miss Whitaker.
Morning.
Mayor.
Good morning. It's a nice day, isn't it?
Look, Ben, a joke's a joke, but that fence has got to come down.
Oh, is that so?
Yeah, I know a little bit about the law, too. That's restraint of trade, keeping people from coming into our place.
What? Isn't that what you're doing to the whole town?
That's different. You can't fence off the sidewalks.
Well, anyway, it's none of my doing.
If the mayor could sell you the streets, he could sell me the sidewalks. Would you like to see the deed?
Of all the lowdown.
All right. Ben, you win. Just give us back our $200 and we'll tear down the fences blocking the street.
Your 200? Funny, I don't recall anything in that deed that you have about giving money back.
If I don't get it back, them fences will stay put till water runs uphill.
All the fences.
They can't do this to us.
They've done it. Come on.
Well, I've hired the men to start cleaning up the canal tomorrow and dig it all out. After that, we'll, Nancy?
What, Ben?
Well, you know, if it weren't for you, I was about to give up on all of this, and
Yes?
well, what I mean, if it weren't...
Are you trying to say thank you, Ben?
Yeah.
Ben, there's a much better way.
As one author wrote, he thought up the only new dodge in municipal money raising since the invention of wampum. Now, Ben Dowell, El Paso's first mayor, did use that money to repair the canal and ensure the town's water supply. So that 6 years later, in 1879, Ben's vision proved true when the railroads announced they were coming to El Paso. And that little village became one of the most important cities of Texas.
Death Valley Days.
Sir? Can we hold up a minute? We're about to lose a mule, sir. Detail! Uh-oh! Easy, Jack. We'll fix you up just fine. Couple of minutes more and his skin would have been rubbed raw by this here dingus, sir.
You're in the Army now, sailor. And the Army's got a name for that dingus.
Yeah, I'm not surprised, sir. Feels better, don't it?
You look like the kind of a sailor that had a parrot to talk to.
No, sir. Just a monkey.
And now a one-eyed mule. What the fool devil are we wasting time on now? Why, Mr. Henshaw, we're fixing the dingus. Hurry it up, Driscoll.
Aye, sir. I mean, yes, sir.
You get that fool sailor back in that fool wagon, Lieutenant, and we might get out of here alive. If them fool Indians is going to jump us, it'd be in a fool place like this.
If there are any Indians up there, Mr. Henshaw, a fool 3 minutes won't make any difference.
What do you mean, if?
Mason, you and Jennings, you're in charge of the livestock. Stay with them. Now, this is the first time for some of you. I warn you, when they attack, they'll scream like maniacs. Just keep in mind what you've learned. This will outfire their rifles 10 to 1. War whoops won't hurt you, but fear will. Make every shot count. The Indian you miss may be the one that gets you. Now, take cover. Here they come. Get down.
Fools. Whole fool army of fool sailors.
Commence firing!
They're coming this way.
Gordon. Take care of the wounded. You can't do anything for him. Now, you did a good job, but it may not be over. Start cleaning this place up. Driscoll, Meyer, Browning, you're on guard. Now, the rest of you get to work. I don't think they'll come back, but we'll be ready for them if they do. What do you think, Mr. Henshaw?
I think you lost your livestock.
Well, my guess is that'll satisfy them. I don't think they'll try to hit us again.
They don't need to. All they got to do is sit and watch us worry. Unless you figure on the U.S. Army coming to get us out of this.
That won't happen. Not in time to do us any good. At Fort Smith, they'll think we've already reached Kearney. And at Fort Kearney, they won't know we ever left Smith.
Hey, Lieutenant, Sir Luck! He came back. I knew he wouldn't like it with all them engines. Come on, Jack. That's a good mule.
Mr. Henshaw, this is not an order, it's a request. I'd like you to take that mule and ride to Fort Kearney. Can you do it?
Well, I'm glad you didn't make that an order, Lieutenant, because I'd hate to have to say no to an order. As for your requests, no, I can't. I can't raise snowballs in hell either. I'm in no hurry to get there in case some fool down there wants me to try. Maybe them Indians won't attack, but they're fool sure not going to let any of us out of here. And I ain't going out there to get myself killed.
Lieutenant, how about letting me go? Well, it's my mule. I can get through.
Listen to who wants to be a hero. Sailor knows more about Indians than I do.
At least he knows one thing. All right, Driscoll, you got yourself a job.
Oh, well, thank you, sir.
You're going to send that fool kid out to get himself killed?
Mr. Henshaw, you made your speech. Now shut up. As soon as it gets dark, you ride to Fort Kearney.
Aye, sir. I'm in, yes,
I'm sending Driscoll now. Anything you want to tell him?
Nope.
Driscoll?
Aye, sir. I'm in, yes, sir.
Anyhow, he's one fool we can spare.
You can still change your mind. It won't go against you on your record.
Well, I kind of got a stubborn streak in me, sir. Like that mule there.
You know what you're getting into?
Yeah, yes, sir. The only thing I'm really scared of, sir, is getting drowned. Well, that's why I quit the Navy and joined the Army. I figured, well, I wouldn't have to be scared of getting drowned way out here.
Well, your best bet is right up that mountain. One, they won't expect you to go that way. And two, that mule can outclimb any horse. Once you get past the Indians, you can outrun them as long as you keep to the mountains. I figure it'll be morning before you get to the valley on the other side. But be sure it's clear before you go out in the open. Because from then on, that mule is no match for their horses.
Yes, sir.
Now, the way I've worked this out, Fort Kearney is about 20 degrees south of west. That mean anything to you?
Yes, sir. Don't know much, but the sky and the stars are old friends of mine. I'll find Fort Kearney all right, sir.
Yeah. You'll need these worse than I will. Now get going.
Yes, sir.
Well, what do you want?
Just, well, I wanted to thank you for trusting me, sir. You too, Mr. Henshaw.
Fool kid. Thanks for trusting me, he says. Who's he got to trust?
Somebody had to go.
Well, it didn't have to be no fool kid sailor.
I didn't hear anybody else volunteer.
my mind.
A little late for that.
Maybe not. That fool sailor leading those Indians up the mountain, a man on foot might just get through the pass.
Glad to have you back in the Army, Mr. Henshaw.
Well, Jack, if there was any Indians out there, there wouldn't be no buffaloes. Well, let's get going, huh?
This is for me. Can't you pay?
All right, Jack. You go your way, I'll go mine.
You gonna stand out there gawking and shaking all day? I don't know what keeps you alive. Is there any trick you don't fall for?
How did you get here?
Through the pass.
Well, I don't see how
I ain't got time to explain it. Them Indians is coming back, you know.
They are?
Oh, for... Take a good look at that one out in front. One with the lion claws around his neck. We won't get to Fort Kearny without killing him.
Well, let's do it now, then.
How? He won't fight until he gets us in a hole. But he won't get us in a hole if you'll do every fool thing I say. I mean, shut up. We're going through the woods. We won't be able to ride up on us. They'll have to follow on foot. And they're fast on foot. But we gotta be faster. Come on.
I don't see them anywhere.
That's when you worry. When you don't know where they are. Come on. Now what?
Smoke. That couldn't be Fort Kearny, could it?
Kearny's 10, 12 miles from here. It's probably Lion Claw's camp, and we're walking right into it.
You figure he's still behind us?
What do you think? Put that down. One shot and you'll have the whole Indian camp down on us.
Well, what can we do?
You pray. I'll think. That's the short way. That's longer. We have a river to cross. So probably Lion Claws won't figure we'll go that way, so that's the way we'll go. We gotta get across that river before he gets here or we're dead. full feet under or you'll wind up drowning after all. Because I ain't got time to come back for you. Oh, my leg. Oh, you see. Well, leave me alone, leave me alone. Fool. Fool!
Now, who's a fool?
I am. My rifle's gone. I think my leg's broke. Never did have no sense.
Just let me help you here.
Leave me alone. Get out of here. Leave me alone.
I got 2 of them.
Yeah. Made enough fool racket to bring on 50 more.
Well, now, just what did you want me to do?
Get out of here. Get onto the fort.
I'll leave you here?
I'll take care of myself.
You can't even walk. If I go, you go with me.
Oh, sure. You're just gonna pick me up and tote me. You couldn't carry me if you had 4 arms.
Well, if you lean on me, I can help you walk.
Lame fool. Just get us both killed.
I ain't gonna leave you here.
Listen, sailor, you got a job to do. There's men back there counting on you. You got no way out. Look out, knife! Driscoll, are you hurt bad?
My eyes. I can't see anything. Where are you? Can't see a thing.
Come on, toward me. Come on, try. That's it. Come on, you can make it. Come on. A little to the left. Come on, come straight ahead. Come on. There we go. Come on. Come on. Let me take a look at you. Come on.
I can't see a thing.
No, I reckon you won't for a while. Keep your hands off your eyes and just make them worse. Put this around your head.
Well, what are we gonna do now?
Nothing. We started out 2 full men. 1.5, anyway.
Well, we can't just sit here and cry about it, can we? Now, you can see and I can walk, so let's just get going, huh?
Are you out of your mind? You can't hold me up for 10 long miles.
Well, I can try.
No.
Well, I'm gonna make a good start at it anyway.
Oh!
It's gonna hurt a lot less if you just lean on me and keep your mouth shut.
Fool.
All right, which way do I go now? There?
Fool sailor. Begin to sound like me. To your left. We gotta pick up the rifle. There we are. Now Straight ahead. Hold it. I think we better barrel it.
I think we're on a wagon road. It's got to lead to the fort. Henshaw, which way do I go? Which way is the fort? Oh.
Easy, friend. Don't shoot. Easy now, easy. We're cavalry. Where are you from, soldier? That's the captain talking.
Private Dennis Driscoll, sir. Lieutenant Burke's troop from Fort Smith.
Where's Lieutenant Burke?
Well, the Indians got the troop pinned down on the old trail, sir, just west of the pass.
Take care of him. And him. Yes, sir.
Fool sailor.
And you are a fool civilian.
What are you two calling each other's fools for after what you've done?
It takes a fool to be a hero, soldier.
Death Valley Days.
Don't it look wonderful this morning? Don't it? After we eat breakfast, we'll go swimming and fishing and everything. Yahoo! Morning, Ma.
We'll eat as soon as your pa comes in from the barn. My, somebody's real happy. I should have known the way you yahooed out there. Sound like one of the Cayuse Indians when he catches one of those big river salmon. And all the time I thought you didn't want to come out here to Wallowa.
Didn't want to come out? Why, Wallowa was the best place we ever lived. Better than all those other places in Colorado, Kansas. Oh, gosh, Ma. Oh, you're joshing me.
I'm happy too, son. Yeah, all the moving on we done, I think it's over. We've just been here 3 weeks and so many good things have happened. Never saw your pa so settled and satisfied.
Well, it should be, with the store and the white cow and all the other livestock, and everybody's saying that the territory of Washington has a better future than any other place we've been in. And all the hunting, fishing, and rivers and hills. Ah, gosh, Ma.
Gosh is right. What is it, John?
The cattle are gone.
Oh, no.
Not the white cow.
Yes, the white cow, too.
10 cattle just can't disappear.
Well, they did.
They gotta be somewhere. And the white cow, why, there's no other like her. She just can't disappear.
She did, son.
And old Chief Pie-Toot was lying when he said she'd bring us good luck.
Oh, the chief was talking. He was trying to raise the price on that cow. It's a Cayuse Indian legend that a white cow with crossed horns is good luck.
Good luck or bad luck. She's the best cow stock in the territory.
John, what are you going to do?
I don't know. There's not a lawman within 50 miles of here. I better go with the camp and have a talk with the chief. He seems to know everything that's happened here in Wallowa. Maybe he can give me a lead.
Can I go?
Yeah, sure. We'll eat later. Let's go, son.
Huh? Can't close the store today. Well, it's Saturday. People be coming in.
I know.
Hey, maybe Pie-Tooth come in to buy something.
The store can wait. We can't.
Morning, Mr. Wiley.
Morning, Zeke. Morning, Jake.
Well, there he goes to get himself an education.
Yep, lost himself a cow.
Lucky cow. Don't forget the lucky boy.
Well, it's lucky for old Chief Pie-Toot. How many times do you figure he sold that cross-horn critter, stole it back, and then sold it again?
Oh, 6, 8 times, as near as I can recollect. Old Pie-Toot starved. Might even have to go to work if he didn't have that lucky cow to sell and steal back again.
That won't happen. Not as long as there's easy marks like Mr. Wiley, who moving into Wallowa and then going broke and moving on.
You know, I kind of feel sorry for him.
Well, it don't help a fool none to feel sorry for him.
Well, I guess it don't.
Pa, if we don't find the white cow and the rest of the cows, we have to go away?
Go away. Why do you ask that? We still have the store.
Yeah, I know, but
Look, son, you like it here in Wallowa, don't you?
best place we ever lived.
Well, don't you worry about it. I promise you we'll stay. Chief, the cattle you sold me are gone. And the white cow, too.
You want help find them?
Well, I thought you might give me a lead.
White man across the river. Maybe they steal.
Oh?
They steal, do it all the time. You not get 'em back. But don't look sad. I sell you more cattle.
Well, I know, Chief, but things are a little different now. You wouldn't sell me the herd unless I bought the white cow, too. Well, now you don't have the white cow, so there's no reason why I shouldn't look around before I do any more buying.
Where you look? Best place to look is here. I got plenty good cattle. Got another white cow, too.
Oh? You got another white cow? It can't be as good as the first one.
Like twins, got proof.
What proof?
Got same crossed horns.
But there can't be two of them.
Quiet, son. Same kind of a cow. White. With the same crossed horns. All right, I'll take the cattle, Chief, and the white cow. When can I see him?
Oh, no. Way down the river take long time to find. I tell you when. And when you buy, I give big feast like last time.
Pa!
You got yourself a deal, Chief. Come on, son.
Pa, there can't be another white cow like the one we had. Chief Pie-Tooth's a crook.
How do you know?
Some kids, grown-ups too. They say he's been cheating people for a long time, especially if they're new.
And especially if they don't know any better, son. That might be. But it ain't necessarily so they ain't another cross-horn cow like we had.
But even if there is, how you gonna pay for it? And how you gonna get the money to pay for another whole herd?
Well, we still have the store and the house we can borrow on them.
But if you do that...
We do what we have to, son. That's the way life is, whether we like it or not. Now, let's leave it at that for now. Satisfied?
I don't care what you say.
Eddie.
I don't care. That is the same white cow. Chief Pie-Tooth and his Indians stole it from us. Then he sold it back. And then he took our money. And then he left.
A lot of cows look alike, Eddie.
Not that much alike.
I never accuse a man unless I can prove he's guilty.
Well, what are you gonna do about it? Just let him?
Son, there's an old saying. You give a man enough rope and sooner or later he'll hang himself. I gotta get back to the store. I've been gone too long already. You put the rest of the cows in the barn and keep your eye on them till I come back home.
You heard what your father said, Eddie.
What's the matter with him?
Your father knows what's right and wrong better than you do now, son. Go on, do what you're told.
Get in there! Get!
I've called you a dozen times. Now, where have you been?
In the barn.
Sit down here and eat your lunch before it gets all stony cold.
I'm not hungry.
Eddie, now you listen to me. You're old enough to be talked to as though you were almost a grown-up man. Your father has made his mistakes. Everybody has, dear, but that's how we learn, by experience.
How come he let Pie-Tooth sell him the white cow twice? Why?
I don't know, but I'm sure he had his reasons. Well, I'm not even sure it is the same cow.
I am. Well, I don't want to move anymore.
Well, who says you're going to have to? Yes, you are growing up, aren't you? You're to the stage where you think you could judge your father.
No, Mom.
All right. Your father has owned stores in other towns before, and he's bought cattle. And he's lost the stores, and he's lost the cattle, too. But, son, it's not going to happen again.
He bought him the store to buy the white cow back.
Eddie, look at me. I haven't lost faith in your father, and I never will. And don't you. Don't you ever. Why, as long as the three of us keep on believing in each other, why, there's nothing that can hurt us. Nothing. Do you understand what I mean, son? Do you?
Yeah, I guess so.
Well, you can't just guess so when your faith is being tested.
I'm sorry, Mom.
Hiya, son. Where you been all afternoon?
Just walking around.
Ma's been waiting for these things. Now, you get them to her in a hurry, here?
Yes, Pa.
You know, if it's still light enough after we have a bit of supper, we might do a little fishing.
I don't feel like it.
Hey, son. How's your pa feel about old Piatooth now?
Why don't you ask him?
Well, you don't have to get so huffy about it.
None of your business anyhow.
Well, that ain't. But, well, we feel kind of sorry for it. We don't like to see no tenderfoot come into town and get took in by no conniving redskin.
My pa knows what he's doing.
Well, he ain't doing very good at it. It's like the storekeeper that was here before him. Old Chief Piatooth would sell him cattle that the Indians stole to start with, and then they'd steal him from him, and then make him buy him back all over again.
And next thing you know, he ain't got no farm, no cows, or no store.
He ain't got nothing, except a lesson that he learned too late.
You know, I was you, I'd run home and see if that cow's still there.
Shut up! Shut up!
Kids are mighty touchy.
Hey, Yellow Belly! What'd you call me? I called you Yellow Belly. That means coward. That means you. You and your old man, he's a real big Yellow Belly. Big fool, too. Who says so? I say so, my old man says so, everybody says so. What are you gonna do about it?
Stop it! Stop it! Oh, you promised me you wouldn't fight. I had to, Ma. You didn't have to. You just wanted to.
So, when they said that about your Pa,
You thought you could fight your pa's battles for him.
well, someone's got to stop him from saying those things about you.
Calling me a coward? What's worse? A fool?
Now, John, I'm not going to sit here and listen to talk like that.
Now, it's better off being said right out than bottled up inside. All right, son, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to give the people something new to talk about. First thing in the morning, I'm going over and see the chief.
Huh? If you're going to go settle things with Chief Piatooth, you better take a club, or even a gun. Oh, it'll be all right, 'cause he's so big and you're so... you don't have to shoot him. Just scare him.
Now, your father didn't say he was going to fight Chief Piatooth.
That's right, son, I didn't.
But you said...
I said we were going to give the people something new to talk about. Now, I don't want to hear any more about it. I've got some chores to take care of.
$25 reward for return of white cow lost, strayed, or stolen last night. Crossed horns form lucky X. No questions asked. You know, he's already bought that white cow back from Chief Piatooth once.
Now he's gonna do it again. That just shows you how big a fool he is.
But I didn't figure he was that much of a fool.
Well, now you know.
You know, I wouldn't mind having that $25 reward myself.
And you wouldn't mind being scalped neither, 'cause that's what's gonna happen to the person that tries to cut Piatooth out of collecting the money on that white cow. Come on. Ooh. Wiley!
find them lucky cow.
How far'd you look?
Looking river, looking hills, no lucky cow.
Well, I hope you're going to keep looking.
My people tired looking.
What if I raise the reward?
Lucky cow gone, nobody find them.
Well, Chief, I am a little short on cash, but I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll raise this reward to $50.
Mr. Wiley, I ain't one to put in or anything like that, but you gonna let that Indian bleed you to death? That's just what he's doing. Now, he knows where that cow is. He's just waiting for you to raise the ante before he brings her in. And you fell for it.
Thanks, Zeke, but I think I can take care of this matter.
You're going to take care of yourself right into the poorhouse. That's what you're going to do.
Well, that'll be my tough luck. What about it, Chief? $50.
Cash?
Cash. Hello, son. You know, your mother's been worried about you. I think you ought to get along home. Unless you want to go with me and look for that lucky cow.
Mr. Wiley, can't you get it through your head? You don't have to hunt for nothing that ain't lost. And if you're like Pie-Tooth, you know where to find it.
I don't think I follow you, Zeke.
No, you sure don't. You sure don't.
Pa, you're not closing the store again, are you?
That's right. Come on.
Do I have to?
Well, I think it's a pretty good idea, yes. Come on. You know, it appears to me that boy got more sense in his paw.
He sure does.
Chief Pie-Tooth sure got those people right under his thumb. He's even got the women and the youngsters looking for that white cow.
Old Pie-Tooth knows where it is, all right.
You sure, son? Couldn't possibly be that they just don't know where to look.
They know where to look, all right. Anyhow, Chief Pie-Tooth knows.
Look over there. I think they've given up.
They're not giving up. They're just taking a rest till you raise the reward again.
What makes you think that?
Everybody thinks you will.
Everybody but me. Here comes the chief now.
Lucky cow lost. Lost bad. No find him. My people too tired to look anymore.
Well, that's very discouraging, Chief. $50 is a lot of money.
Maybe not enough. Maybe we look more, you go higher.
Well, I'd have to think about that, Chief.
Pa!
Chief, you say your people are very tired. Well, I think it's only fair that they receive some reward for their effort. Now, why don't you get them all together and we'll have a barbecue at my place?
You feed them all?
We feed them all. And the people in town, too. This is all of it, gentlemen. Eat hearty.
No, thank you, sir. I'm plumb full, Mr. Wiley. Thank you.
He's as happy as if he had good sense. He ain't half as happy as old Chief Pie-Tooth.
Thing is, that when old Wiley's busted, old Pie-Tooth will still be in business selling his lucky cow.
Look at him. Look at him.
Your father knows what he's doing.
How about some more, Chief?
Good meat.
Quiet. Quiet, everyone.
Speech! Speech! Give us a speech, Mr. Wiley.
I'm not a speech maker, but I just want to say that I'm glad everybody enjoyed our little get-together. And I want to thank Chief Pie-Tooth here for trying to find our lucky cow. But before anyone leaves, there's just one more thing. I've got a big surprise for everybody.
What do you suppose that poor fool's going to do now?
I don't know.
Oh, Ma, why doesn't he quit?
He's not the quitting kind. Look, Eddie. Look.
Old Pie-Tooth didn't steal the cow. Pa stole it from himself. He knew it all the time.
Well, you done it, Mr. Wiley. You sure put one over on old Pie-Tooth. Yes, sir, you sure did. The old chief's out of business. No more lucky cow to sell and steal. You're quite a man, Mr. Wiley.
Sure are. You know people are going to be laughing about this for 100 years.
The chief ain't laughing. You know what you ought to do with these, Mr. Wiley? You ought to nail them over your store. They'll make you lucky. The people will come from miles around just to see them. Hey, that's a good idea. We'll nail them up for you, Mr. Wiley. Well,
yeah, let's do that.
Come on. Hey,
come on.
Come on. We'll nail them up for you. Oh, yeah.
Huh? Why didn't you tell me?
Why didn't I tell you what, son? That your pa might be smarter than he looks? You wouldn't have believed me anyway,
Oh,
would you?
John, stop teasing him. Your father was never afraid of Chief Pie-Tooth or anyone, anywhere we've ever lived. But using a gun or a club on Pie-Tooth wouldn't have proved a thing. This has.
Well, it cost me a mighty good white cow, but I guess it was worth it.
Pa, now they're laughing with you. Instead at you.
Death Valley Days.
If we get some rain, we're going to parcel this out with a teaspoon. Any questions? Line up and get your ration.
Well, if we don't get some rain, your cattle ain't gonna last a week.
I don't know that yours are any better off.
Well, nobody's any better off. It's like this up and down the state.
We got to do something. Now, what do you got in mind? All we need is a miracle. And miracles ain't been happening around here lately.
You know something, Big John? Maybe one's just about to happen.
Howdy, gents. Nice day, ain't it? That is, if it don't rain.
By Jing, he's a rainmaker. Is that right, mister? Are you a rainmaker?
Oh, sorry. Wished I was. The only rainmaker I know is Mother Nature. All I am is what you might call a midwife.
A midwife?
That's right. Only Mother Nature can make rain. All I can do is kind of help her along a little.
I know this fella, Big John. I was in Kansas when he brought in 4 whopping inches of rain.
Not me, my friend. Mother Nature. Now then, can one of you gentlemen tell me where I am?
Now you're in Graham County, Arizona.
Graham County, eh?
Look, Big John, we can
Where are you heading, mister?
Waltham County. Now, that'll be the next county right straight down the line, won't it?
That's about 7 or 8 miles, straight south.
South. Oh, well, nice talking to you, men.
Now, hold on there, Mr.
Bleak. Fenimore Bleak.
We ain't gonna let him ride off just like this.
Why not?
Because rain's about the thing we can use most of.
You speak right, friend.
Man says you can't make rain.
That's fact. The only one that can make rain is old Mother Nature. Same old girl that let down 5.5 inches up in Nevada country, where I just came from. Nearly lost my cannon on that flood. Well, nice talking to you, man.
Now, hold up there. Let him go. And lose maybe our only chance for rain. I stand to lose a lot of cattle if this dry spell don't break.
We all do, Bates.
You heard what he said. 5 inches of rain up in Nevada.
5.5, friend.
Think what half of that would do for us. I'll tell you what I heard. I heard the man say can't make rain.
But that's just his way of talking.
That right, mister? That's just your way of talking?
You know something, Mr.
Brewer. Big John Brewer.
I like you, Mr. Brewer. You got a way of coming straight to the point. The fact of the matter is, I couldn't help you even if I wanted to. My services are spoken for over in Waltham County. Mr. Fletcher and a Mr. Reed. Neighbors of yours, I reckon.
Fletcher?
Reed? Oh, you know him.
We know him.
Well, that's the way it is. First come, first served. Maybe Mother Nature will come through for you on her own. Been known to happen.
Are we going to let him slip through our fingers? The man's a weasel. Can't say anything straight out. For my money, he's a pure fake. Waltham County can have him.
Get up.
All right, heave it, you mule-eared weasels. Get it moving. Watch those wheels there, you no-account, lily-livered, lop-eared mules. You buzzard cable. Easy now. Get hold of that wheel there. Come on now, pull a little bit. Easy now.
Keep going, Reed. We don't want to waste all day here.
Yeah. All right, watch it, you guys. All right, you ready? Let's go.
Get us. Get us.
Get up. Get up. Yeah. Get up. Yeah. Get up
Mr. Bleak?
Well, Mr. Brewer.
What's your deal with Waltham County?
Deal?
I'm talking about money. How much are they paying you for your midwifing?
Oh, same as I get anywhere else, just my expenses.
$1,000?
That's a lot of expense.
Well, not when you consider my time and the nature of my equipment. Then if old Mother Nature should prove stubborn, why, nobody's hurt bad. I go on my way, no hard feelings.
And if it rains?
Then I get $1,000. An inch. Measured in the courthouse of Walton County.
$1,000 an inch?
Well, that's for the first 4 inches. After that, I get $2,000 an inch.
Well, I'd say, Mr. Bleak, you got yourself a mighty good business.
Now, Mr. Brewer, you're a cattleman. You know the value of rain during a dry season. Now, the money's spread thin. Nobody's hurt bad. Everybody comes out ahead. Now, that's the way I like to do business.
Morning, Reed.
Morning, Big John. You all right?
Oh, fine, fine. That was nothing.
Morning, Fletcher.
Well, good morning, Big John. Let's get the wagon moving. All right. Get rolling.
All right, get up in there. Miss Brewer.
That man's a fraud, Fletcher. He's bluffing.
It's a free country, Big John. Think what you like.
He plays the odds. If it doesn't rain, he loses nothing. If it does, he rakes in a big pot.
Have you taken a good look at your cattle recently, Big John?
I have.
Maybe he's bluffing. We ain't in no position to call.
Neither are we.
What do you say?
I'm saying Graham County is willing to share the deal.
Willing?
I'm saying we share Bleak. Graham County shares half the cost for half of the rain. We set him smack dab on the county line.
I thought you had him pegged for a fraud.
I do, but I've been outvoted. The Graham County ranchers wanted me to speak for them. They want in on the deal.
Why should we share him?
Well, it seems only right, we being neighbors and all, and both in the same fix.
Suppose he don't produce.
Both stuck even.
And what do we get for thinking up the idea and bringing him in?
Our thanks, if it rains.
No deal, Big John. We need all the rain we can get and then some.
You speaking for all of Waltham County?
He is. There comes a time when a man's got to look out for his own.
Fletcher, you know it don't set very well for neighbors to behave that way.
Well, I'll tell you what, neighbor. If our rainmaker cooks up a real spellbinder of a storm, and the rain spills over the county line, you folks can have the overflow, free of charge.
Let's get started. The meeting of the Graham County Ranchers Association is in session. Right here now. We're open for discussion.
Ain't nothing to discuss. We need rain, not talk.
I say we go over and drag that rain man back across the county line. We saw him first. They got a legal right to him, Bates. Dragging him back would be kidnapping. Well, what are we going to do? Sit around and watch while our cattle drop like flies?
Well, suppose we hire another rainmaker.
What do you mean, like asking Navajos to do a rain dance for us?
Well, I agree with Big John. Stealing that rainmaker ain't legal, and I'm against kidnapping. But even a rainmaker's got to have something to work with. Now, it ain't that the man can work magic.
What are you getting at, Fuller?
What happens if they wake up one morning and find that cannon gone?
You could hardly call that kidnapping.
In a way, cannons is really public property.
Well, I'm against it. We supposed to sit on our thumbs watching their cattle get fat while ours thin down to shoe leather?
It just ain't reasonable, Big John. Well, you said yourself, them fellas won't even talk to us. But this way we can get them to come to us.
Yeah, throwing lead all the way. Hot blood, that's what's in the saddle here. That sun's heating up a dang sight more than the rocks. What are you gonna do? Sneak in the hen house for a chicken and find out you got a crow? How do we know that fella's gonna produce for us anyway? Are you ready to stage a full-scale war for a skinny crow?
We got to do something, Big John. We can't just sit by and watch while our stock dies off by inches.
There's only one thing I can think of that makes any kind of sense.
Take your hats off.
Lord, you know, without me telling you, that we're not the kind of people that come bothering you every day.
We need rain, Lord, and we need it bad. If you can't send us any, we won't argue with you. But since you made all men equal, it seems we got a right to ask. Don't send Waltham County rain and leave us high and dry. Treat us all alike.
That's all we ask. Amen.
Amen. By George, isn't that thunder?
Ain't you never heard a cannon before?
Well, let's wind her up again. When can we expect some results, Mr. Bleak? Well, now, that's kind of hard to say. You see, we got to get the message through to old Mother Nature. We got to wake her up. We got to let her know we mean business. Got to let her know we're expecting. Remember, old Mother Nature is a woman. And sometimes the ladies, they don't go according to the rules. Sometimes they got to be coaxed more than at other times. All right, boys. Load her up good. No halfway measures for this old girl. That's the secret, Mr. Reed. 26 years of toil and trouble.
What is that stuff?
Phlogiston.
What?
I've already told you more than you need to know. I wouldn't have told you that much if I thought you had the scientific background to understand it. Phlogiston. The inner essence of all things, living or otherwise. Nature's glue. Gets up there and plays in the air like one of them concert people on a grand piano. Quicksilver and honey. Things we mortals wouldn't even begin to understand.
Is that a fact?
Now, if I thought you were capable of understanding this, why, I might be able to...
Yeah?
Hey, Reed!
Excuse me. Yeah?
Big John's men. Our cannon must be keeping them awake.
Should I get rid of them?
No need to. They won't hurt us. Let them look if they want to. All right, boy. Primed and ready. Let her rip.
Counted 9 head loss yesterday. There'll be double that today.
We got to do something, Big John.
What do you got in mind?
You know what I got in mind.
Oh, that don't make sense, Bates. That cannon's been going off for 7 days now. People of Waltham County ain't no better off than we are.
Oh, ain't they?
You had a good look today up toward Round Knuckle Ridge?
Them's rain clouds. A whole suitcase full of them.
And headed straight for Waltham County.
Wake up! Wake up, you fellas! Wake up! My cannon's gone! Get Mr. Fletcher! Go get Mr. Reed! Somebody! We need some help! Mr. Reed, they took the cannon! Why aren't you fellas doing something? That cannon's been in my family 100 years. Why, I loved it like a brother.
Don't worry, Mr. Bleak. We'll get your brother back for you.
All right, let's go.
I'm going to ask you just once, Big John. Step aside.
What did you have in mind, Fletcher?
We aim to take that cannon, one way or another.
I never did understand why you couldn't carry a 6-gun like the rest of us.
I'm carrying one now.
I couldn't help but notice.
Now, wait a minute, boys. There ain't no use fighting over this thing.
Hit him!
Right there runs the county line. Walt on that side, Graham this. Now, it's only neighborly to tell you that Waltham men ain't welcome on this side without a written invite.
We don't aim to fool much, John.
You get the idea somewhere that we're in a playful mood?
Now, boys, I want to tell you something about that cannon, and you got to listen.
Last chance, Big John. That cannon means rain to us. Life or death.
If that cannon works, Fletcher, it works for both or neither.
That's just it. The cannon doesn't work. It's just a bunch of noise. It's a fake.
What? Let's get on with it, Fletcher.
And this box, it doesn't have anything in it but dirt.
Oh, the heck with all this talk.
Hold it. I felt something on my face.
You haven't yet, but you're going to. Oh, wait a minute. I felt it too.
I was saying, the drinks are on me.
Well, I guess there's no point arguing about that cannon anymore.
Nope.
No hard feelings.
Nope.
Won't be any strain paying Bleak either. Shared it between Waltham and Graham.
Seems to me I remember you saying that he was your rainmaker.
Death Valley Days.
Now, 20 Mule Team products bring you Death Valley Days. Some people seem to think America's history is just names and dates, battles and elections. We think it's people, very much like you and me. Too many of them, too long forgotten. Does the name Joe Meek ring a bell in your memory? Well, if it doesn't, here is his true love story.
Joe? You like?
Sure. You know, I'm right out of chawing tobacco. Tula, honey, why don't you go and rest in the wagon a while? I'll be right back.
I'll wait.
Howdy, Tula. That man of yours been treating you kindly? I told you before, Tula. A man like me appreciates a good Injun woman like yourself. A lot better than that Joe Meek. Why, I'd buy you so many of them fancy doodads. A lot more than that soft little neck of yours could carry. Seems to me Joe Meek ain't feeding you proper. You're mighty scrawny.
Get away from her, helper.
Well, howdy, Joe. I was just admiring your woman. That's all, just admiring.
Then do it from a distance. And keep your hands off of her.
Why, they're clean, Joe.
Ain't your hands that's dirty.
Why you gotta be such a hard-nosed, Joe? I offered you $250. Now, that's a mighty big price for a squaw.
Told you before, she ain't for sale at no price.
Why you gotta be different than the rest? She's just a squaw. Pete Carter's got a Navajo woman he's only asking $125 for. And she's at least 5 years younger.
Then go buy her.
Joe, I'll make it an even 300. Now, there ain't no squaw worth that much.
A man don't sell his wife. Not for any price.
You know, it appears there's enough of them frilly gals for you to replace her. A man with $300 in his pocket could just about take his pick. Think it over, Joe. Think hard.
Tula girl, you sure got away with fixing corn. Yes, sir. Why, even the cob is sweet.
My mother, she teach. She cook corn better than us go in village.
Sit down and have some coffee yourself. Oh, you know, something about a warm house, good food, and a hot cup of coffee that makes a man feel fine.
Joe? Your friends, Cleet, Ephraim, they trade wives for new women. Why you not sell Tula?
Now, what tarnation kind of question is that?
Why, Joe? Why you keep Tula after so many moons?
Now, you heard what I told Nat Halper. A man don't sell his wife.
Maybe because...
Because what?
Because you love me?
Well, I ain't ever heard you use that word before, love. Where'd you learn that word from?
Oh, I know for a long time now.
You didn't learn that word from me.
No. But what it means, I learned from you.
Oh, I almost forgot. Here.
For me?
Well, I'm handing it to you, ain't I? I just reckon that this here shirt's got a rip in it and it needs mending.
Oh, Joe.
All right. Back off, woman. Back off. Put it on.
Beautiful. Oh.
Never seen a woman act on so over trinkets.
Joe, speak truth. You love Tula, no?
You got more dog pig-headed nonsense in you than a bobtail mule. I'll fix that shirt before I take a strap to you.
Yeah, we done her.
Well, if it ain't old Joe.
Whole bunch grasser himself.
Oh, boy.
Come on, cool your saddle. Me and Les here got enough for a 3-day fandango.
Yeah, well, it don't take much to satisfy you two.
Don't take nothing but a jug of scamper juice and then a giggle-mouthed female.
Yeah?
Hey, Joe, how's your redskin squaw?
Yep!
Hey! Hey, now what you want to go and do that for?
He's kind of touchy about her. Come on, Joe. Tie one on with us, huh?
Well, maybe I will later, but only one drink, though, because I gotta get back and help Tula with the milking.
I hear tell he got some real slicking-up city gals over at that saloon. Now, don't drag your feet a-comin', or I might just corral me that whole herd of fancy steppers.
Go on, dear.
Stop it! Let go! Let go of me!
Thanks. I just stepped out of that rat hole for some air, and that big moose grabbed hold of me.
This ain't no time for ladies to go strolling alone in, miss.
Well, I've always been the kind that had to find out the hard way. Thanks for pulling the cork on Loverboy. Well, my name's Blanche. Blanche Clayton.
Pleased to meet you, ma'am. I'm Joe Meek.
I'd hate to think what could have happened if you hadn't come along. How about busting a bottle with me, Joe? On the house.
Thanks, but I'm meeting some friends.
Maybe later.
There ain't no need to feel obliged, miss. Why, I was just helping out. Any sobered man would be pleased to do the same.
They named you right, Joe Meek.
Good afternoon, miss.
So there I was, this puny little old widow woman and me. Why, she didn't have enough meat on her bones to snare a gopher. So I says to her, I says,
I'd be right proud to marry up with you, lady, if there was enough of you to grab hold of.
Yeah, say, Joe, tell the gals by the time you and Kit Carson and Billy Mitchell and them 3 Delaware Braves out for 100 Comanches.
Yeah, tell them, Joe, that's a good one.
All these ladies want to hear those old windies.
I'd like to hear it.
Here, won't you sit?
Thank you.
Oh, where was you when they cut them two out of the pack?
Hello, Joe.
You are going to introduce us, aren't you, Joe?
Yeah, sure. This here is Jericho Brown, and this is Les Fancher, Miss Blanche Clayton.
Gentlemen.
A real pleasure, ma'am.
Something wrong?
No, ma'am.
Joe, I'll be off work in a few minutes. Are you free this evening? Well, I thought maybe that you and I could go someplace for supper. Just the two of us. I'd like to get to know you better.
It sounds fine, ma'am, but, well, I'm married.
None of us are perfect. How about it?
I gotta be getting home after this drink, ma'am. I'm sorry.
So am I. You're a trapper, aren't you?
Yes, ma'am.
I hope you have better luck setting your traps than I just had with mine. Gentlemen.
Joe, you got squirrels in your head? A fancy gal like that sidles up to you while their wings are flapping, and you gotta go home? You don't want this. You need sulfur and molasses.
Oh, been a mighty long spell since a sweet-smelling woman like that have flapped her wings at me. That Paiute woman of mine's always rubbing goose grease all over herself. Supposed to keep her young.
Maybe it's high time I traded off that old woman of mine. Nice, smooth, white skin.
Pretty starched female clothes and fancy petticoats are rustling. Been a mighty long spell since we've been close to a woman like that, huh, Joe?
Yeah. Been a mighty long spell. What do you want to wear that crazy belt buckle around the house for?
You buy for me to wear.
Oh, all that junk I jangled from you. Those bells are gonna drive me plumb loco one of these days.
When we marry, you say bells make happy sound.
Well, we've been married 2 years now.
Almost. 2 moons to go. Then 2 years. The gods have been good to us. Soon we burn acorns and give thanks.
You see, that there's what I mean. Ain't it about time you try to civilize up a mite?
Civilize?
I mean, fix yourself up proper. Try to act more like a white woman.
I am an Indian.
All right. But you have to look and sound like one from sunup to sundown? Like you just climbed down out of the hills?
The hills, the mountains, that is where we met. With your knife. You drew blood from your hand, then from mine. We touched them together, become one blood, man and wife. Joe, something bother you. Tell Tula.
Give me a double. One for that squaw man over there.
Oh, simmer down, Joe. It ain't worth it. That big head and that helpers has butted 3 men to death already.
Nobody calls me squaw man.
Well, you are a squaw man. So am I. So's Les here. So what?
How about a dance, Miss Blanche?
It's about time, Mr. Meek.
Hey, Joe Meek. You got a visitor. What are you doing here?
I worry. It is late.
Going home. Right now.
Joe, who's she?
Oh, she cooks for me. Hey, Jack. There's $300 there. Give it to Joe Meek for me when he leaves.
I don't believe you.
Now, look, I told you. Your man sold you to me. He's taking himself a white woman. You seen them together, didn't you? Now, come on, we're leaving.
Tula! That's right, woman. Give me that old Indian silent treatment. Well, you had no right or call to come hunting me. And I'm ordering you right now to keep your distance from them whiskey howlers. You hear me? You hear me, woman? Tula!
Hey, Joe Meek. Jericho said to tell you the bartender forgot to give you this money when you left. He said Nat Halper left it for you. Sure beats me what Nat Halper be giving anybody $300 for.
Tula, take it back. Now, look here, woman. I paid $300 hard cash for you. You belong to me now.
Joe Meek, he said something about Tula.
You still pining for that old sourdough? He left you, didn't he? Sold you off like an old hound dog, didn't he? You come over here to Big Nat. I ain't got no patience for playing games, woman. You're my squaw now, and I aim to start appreciating what's rightfully mine. Well, what do we got here now? Maybe you'd like to fight. Is that what fires up that Injun blood of yours? I heard tell about squaws like you.
killer.
Give away. I will jump.
Maybe you will, and maybe you won't. Ain't much good to me one way or the other.
No. No.
Easy now. Easy. When we get back to town, I'll buy you all the beads and bracelets that you want.
Look out, Joe!
That woman in the saloon, she made me forget or remember, I don't know which, but I didn't sell you to Nat Halper. I swear by all that's holy, I didn't do that. Oh, I guess I'm just a boneheaded mountain man with not much more sense than the beavers, and maybe less. You've reckoned with me enough moons now. If you've a mind to, and you want to go on back to your people, I won't try and stop you.
Joe, I make mistake too. I should know you not tell me.
What are you doing?
Our two bloods mingled together again as one. Joe, I still your squaw.
You're my wife.
Maybe you love me, huh?
You've got more dog, pig-headed nonsense in you than a bobtail mule.
No man run like Joe, no man fight like Joe, no man love like Joe. Mrs. Joe Meek said years afterward when their 4 daughters were founding families of their own up in the Oregon Territory. Next week, another page from our American heritage. See you then.